Hello viewers, welcome to Tech Arc Lab. In this video, I will walk through a series on how to create an Azure Functions and set up API managers. There are 8 chapters. The first chapter, we will see what is Azure Function App. And the second one, how to create Azure Function App in the cloud environment. And the third chapter, enabling the monitoring and how to manage the Azure Function App. In the fourth chapter, we will see how to create API managers. And the fifth chapter, we will integrate the Azure Function App with API Manager. And the sixth chapter, how to secure the API using Azure API Managers. And the seventh chapter, monitoring and see the analytics of the Function App in the API Managers. And finally, we will recap the overall usage of Azure Function App and API Managers. Let's see what is Azure Function App, key feature of Function App, and use case. What is Azure Function App? In today's cloud world, Azure Function App are great solution for serverless computing. But what exactly is a function app? An Azure Function App lets you run a small piece of code called functions without worrying about managing servers. Azure takes care of everything like scaling and resource management. So you can just focus on writing your code. These functions are event driven, meaning they only run when something happens, like on HTTP request from a user, a timers go off, or a new file being uploaded to storage. This makes them super efficient because you only pay for the time your function app is actually running. For example, let's say you run a website and want to automatically process image when a user uploads them. Instead of having a server constantly checking for a new upload, an Azure function will only run when new image is uploaded. This saves you time and resources. Key features of Azure Function App. Serverless computing. With Azure Function App, you don't have to worry about managing servers. You just focus on writing your code, and Azure takes care of everything else, like running it and scaling it when needed. Event-driven executions. Function App only run when something triggers them. For examples, when someone makes a request, a timer goes off, or a file is uploaded. This makes them super efficient since they only run when necessary. Scalability. If your function app start getting a lot of traffic, Azure will automatically scale it to handle the load. You don't have to do anything. It just happens in the background. Cost efficiency. With function app, you only pay for the time your code is actually running. You are not paying for idle server, which help you save money. Multiple language support. Azure Function App supports several programming languages like C#, JavaScript, Python, and Java. So you can use the language you are most comfortable with. Easy integration with Azure services. It is really easy to connect your function app to other Azure services like Azure Storage or Event Hub. This helps you build powerful solutions quickly. Flexible development options. Whether you prefer using the Azure portal, Visual Studio, or setting up CI/CD pipeline, you have a lot of ways to develop and deploy your functions. Built-in security. Azure Function App come with built-in secure features like authentication and access control to keep your data safe and your code secure. Extensive monitoring. You get great monitoring tool with Function App, so you can track performance, view logs, and set up alerts to make sure everything runs smoothly. Versioning and deployment options. Managing different versions of your function app is easy, and you can deploy them however you prefer, whether that is through Azure Portal, Visual Studio, or other tools. Let's see real-time use case for the function app. I have built a gig event shop using CSS, JavaScript, HTML, and SQL database. Now let's assume that the user wants to submit an order. The order data needs to be saved in the database. For this scenario, I am creating a simple post function that will going to save the data to the database. So this is where Azure Function App coming in the handy. So for this case, Azure Function are perfect for handling this kind of task. And they allow to write a small piece of code to run when triggered, like when users submit an order. The function app can take care of saving the data to the database, and it automatically scales to handle more traffic. Plus, you only pay for the time the function app is running, which make it cost efficient. Summary. So Azure Function App provide a serverless environment, which means that we don't want to maintain the infrastructures. And the code are event driven. Whenever some actions are happening, the code will execute and give the results. And it is highly scalable. We can scale the environment vertically as well as horizontally. And it will support for many programming languages. So you can write the program which language you are comfortable. Next video, we will see how to create Azure Function App in the cloud environment. Thank you.